Hello, I'm Blue and I'll be the narrator for this collaboration with EH-Sora. And in this tutorial, we'll be showing you how to make an iMac in Blender. Now, to be honest with all you guys at home, I'm really not an expert in Blender. I never have been, and then I started watching Sora's videos and I've kinda improved. Trust me, we're doing this together. Also, does anyone know how to turn on that thing that allows you to see every single button that you press on the keyboard? Just curious. Anyway, let's start the tutorial. Sora has done this model in 5 steps when he made this. Step 1. When you start a new scene, you must press New Scene in Blender, so there is a cube in the scene. We will use this cube for the main iMac part. Press 5 on your number pad, then press 1 on your number pad to go into the front side orthographic view. Now, if you don't have a number pad on your computer, you can emulate one. To do that, go to Files, use a preference, then click on the Input tab, then check the box named Emulate Numpad. Before exiting User Preference, click on Save User Settings, then close down the window. Adding the reference image. Now we'll be adding our reference image. Press N, scroll down to Background Images, then press the arrow in front of the checkbox. Then press the button named Add Images. A box would suddenly appear under the Add Image button. Click the Open button and choose the images that are linked in the description. How to delete one side and mirror it. How to delete the side. Press Shift Space to go into Edit mode. Press N again to hide the menu. Make a loop cut by pressing Ctrl R and delete the right side of the cube by pressing B to select the edge vertices, then X and faces. How to add the mirror modifier. Click on Modifier and select Mirror and check the clipping box. Press Shift Space to leave Edit mode and return to Object mode. Center the cube in the front view of the reference image. Press 3 to go in Right Ortho view and drag the cube back so its button corner meets the side view. Press 1 again to go back to Front Ortho view. Then press Shift Space again to go back to Edit mode, putting the shape in. Press B and select the edge vertices and drag it out so it meets the edge of the reference image. Press A to deselect the vertices. If you need to adjust the position by switching to Object mode. When you are done, go back to Edit mode. Making the front. Select the top by pressing B and drag it up to our image. Press A to deselect. Do the same for the button part as you did for the top. The corners. Make a horizontal loop cut and put it at the screen area. Make a vertical loop cut and put it at the screen area. Place a horizontal loop cut so the center vertices is in the center of the Apple logo. Press A to deselect, then press B and select the top vertices. Now, try to move it around so it is slightly curved, like you would see on the corner of a phone. Press A to deselect, then press B and select the button vertices. And do the same for the button as you did for the top. Step 2. The side profile. The background. Press N to open the menu for the background. Rotate the background so it's straight with the model so it lines up with the front of the reference image, the curve of the iMac. Press B and select the back side of our model and drag it to the beginning of the curve. Make a loop cut by pressing Ctrl R and place it where the top curve starts. Do the same for the button curve. Begin to take the vertices in the button and follow the reference image. Do the same for the top. Step 3. the stand. Now to create the stand for the iMac. Click on Create in the Tools menu, then Cube. Press P and Selection to separate the object. Press Shift Space and select the object named iMac.001, then go back to Edit mode by pressing Shift Space. Hide the iMac model to make it easier to see what to do. Uncheck Clipping, make a loop cut, and delete the right side. Move the side into each other, then turn on clipping again and move it so then the two halves meet. Turn on the iMac model again. Now press 3 for right ortho and move it just under the curve to iMac model. Rename the object named iMac.001 to iMac stand. Now move the sides so it follows the reference image. Mark the bottom side and press R to rotate it as straight as possible. Do the same for the top part. Press E to extrude and rotate. And extrude it so you meet the backside of the iMac model. Adjust some vertices if needed. Press A to deselect and do the same for the foot. Take the end vertices and move them to each other. Now press N and set the background straight again and move it so it lines up with the reference image. Begin to move the vertices on the top so it roughly aligns with the stand by eyeballing it. Make a loop cut in the middle and keep moving the vertices and follow the reference image. The end vertices might be a little bit difficult to get right. Move it around and try to feel what it's supposed to look like. Part 4. The last step. Nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have the last step left. Place a loop cut just at the edge of the screen area on the iMac. Switch so you can select faces and select those faces that are all over the screen area. Press P, then Selection. Rename the new object to iMac Screen. Go to Materials, then add a new material. Change the diffuse color to black, then delete the old material. Part 5. Putting everything together. Now we will put everything into one. I recommend personally to take the iMac and iMac stand and join them together first. To join, select the objects and press Ctrl J. When you have joined the iMac and the iMac stand to one model, do the same with the screen. If it doesn't look right, just undo it and try again. Now just rotate the model so it follows the reference image. And it's done! Look at what we have created together. You can do this at home, ladies and gentlemen. It is really not that hard. Even I learnt it. And look at me. I'm a noob. There's no way I could have done something like this without his help. You are a god in your own right. Go out there and show everybody your amazing iMac that you have created. Hello everybody, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment if you like this. Tell us whatever you want to tell us in the comments. Tell me that it looks good. Tell me that the voice acting is bad. Tell us anything you like. There is a Google form link in the description with all links that you'll ever need to make this. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.